Welcome back to the Carolina Sea Hornets, everybody. My name is Greg, and today is May 15th, 2023. And this video is to go over a couple topics. We've had a good season so far. We've been out several times, and I want to just talk about all the dives that we've had and the experiences that I've had, and just some of the things that I've thought about. As well as I'd like to talk about our newest addition to the channel behind me here. We've recently purchased a brand new Sea Hunt Gamefish 27 and heavily modified it. We're still not done with the mods. We've got a couple more things we've got to do. But part of this video is going to be me narrating all the features of this boat and all the things that we have done. I'd like to especially thank a couple folks, Barry LeRae over at Cape Fear Catamaran for doing all the aluminum work, all the modifications. I want to say 99% of the modifications he has helped us do, as well as the folks over at Tri-Seakeepers. We have the Seakeeper ride system installed on this boat, and according to the technician, we are the first aftermarket boat to get this done anywhere. So yes, we're going to go ahead and detail that, but first I want to talk about these dives. So one of the things I've noticed over the past 2 to 3 years is the population of lobsters, and it's gotten more and more every single year. When I first started diving 10-12 years ago, lobsters were kind of a challenge to find. You'd see like maybe 5, maybe 10 at most places you go. Sometimes you'd see none. And we usually dive at the same distances everywhere we go, so for the most part the population should kind of stay the same. However, the past 2 years I've noticed it growing exponentially, and especially this year. Every place that we have dove this year so far, the population has been huge. We're talking about 100+ lobsters at each location, and at least half of them are easily 8 to 10 pounds. They are giant big boys. So you'll get to see some of these lobsters that I've caught, and just all of our shenanigans that we were doing during these dives. I feel that the 2 per person per day limit of these lobsters is just, it's horrible. We should be able to catch, I want to say, up to 4 to 5 per person per day, and still be able to maintain the population that these lobsters have perfectly fine. I know during the dives that I'm in, I mean, if I wanted to, I could probably catch 5 to 10 in one dive. They're just so easy to catch. You can literally go down there and pick them up like grapes. They're not like groupers and hog snappers, and where they're far and few. I mean, they outnumber them 50 to 1. But anyways, so go ahead and sit back and relax, and you're going to get to listen to me narrate about all the different features and all the different modifications that we have done to this boat. So thank you for coming to watch. Enjoy. Alright, let's start this off right by talking about this lovely ladder on the front here. This is a custom made ladder by Barry LeRae over at Cape Fear Catamaran. Had this put on so that whenever I'm solo launching and recovering the boat by myself, it'll be a whole lot easier to get done. I can't tell you how much of a game changer it is to have a ladder on the front and the back of the boat to be able to do this process. As well as also as we walk up to the front of the bow here, we also put the Anchor 911 system on the end of the anchor here. That greatly helps in recovering the anchor, similar to the zip tie method, but it's just a metal bracket that slides up and down the anchor in case you need to lift it up from the front. Let's go ahead and move up further to the bow here. You'll start to notice that we have a Rodan trolling motor, 36 volt, 96 inch long, and powered by a lithium ion Abyss battery. That Abyss battery never comes close to being empty. As you look on the top here, you'll see you have a Psionics night vision camera as well as a light bar. Both of these are infrared based, so even if I have them both turned on, I'm not blinding incoming boaters. And that camera can see perfectly clear as day at nighttime. It's a game changer as well. I highly recommend getting one. As you'll see on the center console here, we've got a place to put 3 scuba tanks, as well as a possibility to have another location for a spear gun. Everything you see here is a glass enclosed center console. Moving up to the captain's chair here, we've got some storage on both our left and our right, as well as another mount for a spear gun. Inside here we've got plenty of lures, plenty of just everything you need to be able to troll, be able to bottom fish. We've got plenty of hooks, swivels, crimps, lots of extra leader line. I've got plenty of knives and pliers on this boat. You'll see plenty of those around. More leaders here. Then on the very bottom we've got anywhere from 8 to about 20 ounce weights here. And then on the other side we've got power heads, we've got more pliers, we've got more hooks than you could ever imagine. Definitely will never run out of hooks. Got our bait station there with our ruler to be able to measure our fish easily. We've got our beer can opener and our freshwater wash down, as well as that spear gun holder. That spear gun holder, those mounts came from Boat Outfitters, and I redid the bungees on them to be able to hold bigger spear guns. And then towards the back here, you've got our gaff and our raw water wash down. And towards the back here, you've got our dive ladder. This was also made by Barry. This is a great addition to the boat, especially if you're a diver. We've got our custom Brian Kersey sea decking done on the back here. You'll see some gray and black. I believe they call that anchor gray and black sea decking that he's done on various parts. You also see our triple spear gun mount on the back there. We've got our fish kill box. This kill box will be perfect for the amount of fish that we take on whenever we go out for a trip. Also on the back here, you'll see we've got a custom bracket also made by Barry. This thing will hold up to 6 tanks. The bracket is removable in case I want to put the seat back there for a family day. And we're also able to mount all of our gear while the tanks are on those brackets, so everything is just ready to just go for a dive. We've got another live well here where we keep our lobsters, and it does a perfect job of keeping them alive up until the point that we're back home and ready to dispatch them. Got a lovely look of the whole center console there. We've got 4 rod holders on the bottom with 2 cup holders. We've got 6 rod holders up top there with 2 of them being king holders. These seats are very comfortable. We've got a shot of the the spear gun holder on the other side of the captain's chair there, as well as more storage for all the lines and just different things that we have under there. We've got our dual Garmin GPSs, our JL audio. We've got our Seakeeper ride system, a little bit more extra storage there, and then on top we've got our more sea decking, a mat done by Brian Kersey again. Everything surrounded in glass, tempered glass. Color matched T-tops to the color on the boat. And some new wire marine buttons that greatly help being able to see what those buttons are at night. It's a big difference compared to the stock buttons that Sea Hunt comes with. Honestly, I don't know why they use the buttons that they do. They're horrible. Definitely recommend the new wire marine for anybody. Inside here we've got custom mounts for the fire extinguishers. We used special adhesive and some screws to be able to get those in there. They are rock solid. We also got shore power in there. Got plenty of med kits, ditch bag, EPIRB. Got a whole tool set in there. Everything you could possibly need in that old god scenario. Another shot of that Rodan trolling motor there with the mount that's not permanently affixed to the top of the boat there. And you'll see the shot of the I don't really know what you call that. It's the bracket piece. We have 2 anchors that we use on this boat. We've got the windlass, and then we've also got a grapple anchor, and that piece that you see right there, the grapple anchor wraps around it, and we'll tie a ball to it when we go to recover the anchor. It's great for going up against ledges and shipwrecks and things of that nature. Got more than enough rod holders and cleats. And let's head to the back here where we've got that dive ladder. We'll go ahead and head down it and let you see how easy it is just to get on and off this boat. There you go. And then you'll get a good shot of that Seakeeper ride system. We had a fellow that's local to us fill the pockets on the back of this transom here. We got rid of the Bennett trim tab system and put this system in place. This thing's a game changer, folks. You got to get it. I mean, yeah, it's expensive. It is what it is, but your spine is also worth every dollar. You'll never get back what you lose in back pain. We got the dual Yamaha 200s, and we got another shot of that Seakeeper ride system, as well as above that we've also got the triple spear gun holders, the little bracket back there that was also made by Barry. That thing holds spear guns rock solid right there. I have no fear of losing a spear gun when I'm going full speed, full tilt. You got your side entry door. There we go. Another shot of the spear gun holder there. Those spear guns are held rock solid in place, even on the bumpiest of days. Got us another shot of that front ladder there. I am 100% happy with this setup. We still plan on adding more to it, probably an open ray radar, some sea decking, and otherwise this boat is ready to rock and roll. So now let's take a look at some of the footage that I have from being able to ride around to display what the Seakeeper system can do for you. So as you can see here, we've got my father-in-law and he's sound asleep, just sitting back relaxed. We've got the autopilot going, and it's about a 1 to 2 foot day here. However, we are hauling butt. We're doing over 30 knots, probably I believe about 35 knots coming back. I'm perfectly relaxed and comfortable. My friend is in the back seat behind me. He's relaxed and comfortable, and we're just chilling, getting on our way back home. Couldn't expect a better ride. And here is a front shot of the bow on the same day, same time. I just turned the camera around, just showing you a good view of the bow going up and down, being how level it is, how stable it is, and also just a really good view of that sunset. This is probably about maybe 20 miles from the coast. We were jetting our way back before that light disappeared. So in this clip, this is the day that we had the rough return coming back in. I didn't start the camera until we were about 3 miles from the Wrightsville Beach inlet. I should have started it when we were way further out. It was definitely 2 to 3 every 2 seconds and 20+ mile-an-hour winds. Here in this footage, you're looking at 1 to 2 foot every 2 seconds and definitely about 20+ mile-an-hour winds. We're also doing a steady 26 knots. We did that pretty much the whole way back. I think maybe the whole trip in, we maybe had the bow slap just maybe 3 times. I had the autopilot on, I was sitting back in the captain's chair, had the Seakeeper ride on, and I was comfortable the entire time. If I did not have that Seakeeper, I'm very confident that I would have been standing up and adjusting the throttle and adjusting trim tabs the whole entire ride home. We were not the least bit sore the next day. If the weather would have been perfect and it would have been a weekend day, we probably would have went right back out the next day. I'm thoroughly impressed with this Seakeeper ride system. I feel like it was worth the money. I suggest to anybody who's interested to definitely contact Tim over at the Tri Seakeepers and look into it. See if you can, get it on your boat, and if you can, definitely get it.
That's a wrap for now. Thank you for coming and checking out everything that we have going on. Hopefully I'll be able to post a lot more videos this year and have a lot more exciting adventures going on. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The more people that interact with these videos, the more people that like these videos, the more motivated I am to be able to make more of these videos. So thank you and have a good day.